Welcome to Craft at Towersey Festiv-all. I'm Mr. Stomp, and today we're going to be making a seasonal mobile out of recycled and upcycled materials, and ending up with something like this. So let's get started. Hi there. Everybody loves Christmas, but all that packaging and the wrapping paper, especially the foil wrapping paper, which is really difficult to recycle. So we're going to do a craft activity today to try and reuse some of this packaging and create a Towersey mobile, including the foil and cardboard from this chocolate bar. There's got to be some purpose to this, hasn't there? You're probably already using last year's Christmas cards as gift tags for this year's presents, and that's a really good idea. We're going to be looking for stuff for mobile, and you might find that there's some interesting images in last year's cards that you want to cut out and incorporate into your mobile. I've decided I'm going to be doing stars, and I'm going to be covering those stars with foil-based wrapping paper or bits of tin foil. So let's get started. For more of my design, I've decided to use stars and also this scrap of wrapping paper. So the first thing I need to do is put some PVA on some cardboard, like this. Spread it out thinly using a spreader which I made out of the top of a yogurt pot. Put the stars on like that. Turn over, repeat the process, PVA on, spread it to get a nice thin and even coat, and then put on your choice of covering. So that's the wrapping paper. Now, in best blueprint terms, here's one I prepared earlier. So here we are, wrapping paper one side, stars the other side. Now cut the stars out and you get stars, cover one side, not the other. So a dab of glue on each of them, onto the back of the wrapping paper like that, and put them aside until they are dry and handleable. And you can cut them out, maybe fold the edges over, and you end up with a selection of stars like this, ready to use on your mobile. If you want to use foil to make glittering stars, you can. And here's some I found around the house. When it gets to you, it will probably be quite crinkled and the like. You can easily smooth it out and get a very dramatic effect by just using a cork and then just slowly working it through, and you will get it will transform. You can actually then, when you glue it to the stars, you can then work it over the stars as well to get an absolutely perfect effect. So see how that is coming up really nice very quickly. Now this is not any old Festive mobile, this is the Towersey Festive mobile. So I've been onto the website, I've got the logo, and you can see I've PVA'd it to a piece of cardboard to give it a bit more strength. And this will be the header where I'm going to hang my mobile from. When it's trimmed up, it will look like this. And I reckon I can get 5 lines of stars hanging from this. Good idea to work out what your design is going to be. I'm also going to incorporate a few sparkly beads I found, and then mark out where you're going to put your strings, and then we'll go on to the next stage. Now it's time to start threading. First of all, attach a thread to the header and then put 2 holes in each of your shapes and then thread them through to make the mobile. Get an old piece of wood and a nail is probably best. Top tip is to put a hole in one side, then turn over and put a hole in the other side, and then thread in the same direction that you put the nail. That makes it a lot easier for threading. Finish each line with some sort of weight at the end. I'm just using beads, but you could use something more creative like a cinnamon stick if you had that. Then just check you've got the arrangement correct. Then you have a decision to make. Now you can just keep it flat and use it as this rather amazing door decoration, inside or out. Or you can turn it into a more traditional circular mobile by gluing one end then rolling it round like that. I've got a fairly meaty paper clip to just hold it whilst it is drying. Then to create the hangers, a couple of meat skewers through from one side to the other. These holes did align at one point, there. And again across. And you need to trim these off and probably put some tape on them as well. For the outside mobile, you'll need a counterweight to stabilise it in the wind. You'll see here I've used a fir cone and I'm just attaching it to the central section. Also you need to make a hanger to hang it up, and that completes your build for your Towersey seasonal mobile.